Zack D.Film is one of the fastest rising names in YouTube commentary. With fast-paced editing, dramatic narration, and relentless uploads, he's built a formula that thrives on virality. But when content moves that quickly, accuracy tends to fall by the wayside. Commentary requires a balance, engaging yet factual, critical yet fair. Without proper research, it stops being commentary and becomes speculation dressed as truth. This is where Zack D.Films' content begins to unravel. While many tune in for quick takes on trending internet drama, few realize just how often those takes are based on misquotes, distortions, or outright falsehoods. Whether it's misrepresenting mental health issues, reducing years-long scandals to single moments, or echoing already debunked rumors, Zack has built a track record of confidently presenting misinformation, and the confidence is the problem, because it works. Today, we're breaking down 10 concrete examples, each backed by source material and factual corrections, showing exactly how Zack D.Film has repeatedly spread false narratives. This isn't petty criticism, it's a correction of the record. Because in commentary, your voice only matters if your facts are real. Let's get started. Number 1. Gabby Hanna, the mental health episode Zack misrepresented. In August 2022, Gabby Hanna posted nearly 200 TikToks within a 24-hour period. The videos showed intense mood swings, religious monologues, and behavior many viewers immediately recognized as concerning. The response was swift. Mental health professionals described it as symptomatic of a manic episode. Her sister publicly urged people not to engage, and the police conducted a wellness check at her home. This wasn't internet drama, it was a public mental health crisis. But Zack D.Film chose to portray it differently. In his video, he claimed the entire event was a calculated move for attention. He dismissed the concern as classic influencer behavior, implying it was all part of Gabby's brand. Crucially, he left out key facts. There was no mention of her bipolar diagnosis, no mention of the police visit, no acknowledgement of the broader mental health context. Instead, he presented the most clickable version of the story, not the most truthful. By doing so, Zack took a serious medical episode and reframed it as performance. And when misinformation replaces reality, commentary stops being commentary and becomes exploitation. Number 2. Shane Dawson, the years-long scandal Zack condensed. Shane Dawson was cancelled because of one clip. His downfall in 2020 was the result of over a decade of offensive content finally catching up to him. But according to Zack D.Film, it all came down to a single video. In his coverage, Zack claimed that one old clip ruined everything, implying Shane was just another victim of cancel culture. There was no timeline, no context, just a montage of outrage, apologies, and subscriber loss. But the truth runs far deeper. From 2008 to 2013, Shane built his brand on blackface, racist stereotypes.
I subscribe nigga higga. He funny. I subscribe to Kev Jumba, but unsubscribe because he not as funny.
Sexual jokes about minors and shock content.
Oh, Willow. Oh, I'll whip your hair back and forth. Oh.
Later, as a so-called documentarian, he blurred the line between storytelling and PR, downplaying abuse allegations and rewriting creator narratives to suit his own. By 2020, public trust was already eroding. The clip Zack referenced wasn't the cause of Shane's downfall, it was the final straw. What Zack left out were the key details: blackface, predatory jokes, dangerous conspiracy theories, a YouTube-wide demonetization, book removals from major retailers. Instead, he framed it as a case of cancel culture gone too far, ignoring the years of valid criticism that led to it. And when a creator flattens a complex, years-long scandal into a viral soundbite, they're not telling the story, they're erasing it. Number 4. Nico Cardo Avocado, when Zack D.Film played Doctor without a license. Nico Cardo Avocado is one of YouTube's most controversial figures. His transformation from a 155-pound vegan to a 350-pound mukbang performer has sparked concern and criticism alike, but Zack D.Film took it a step further. In one video, Zack stated at this rate, Nico Cardo probably only has a few years left to live. It wasn't posed as a theory, it was delivered as fact, complete with grim music and edited footage. But Zack isn't a doctor, and there was no evidence behind the claim. What Zack ignored is that much of Nico Cardo's persona is performative. He's openly described his behavior as a character and a business. While his eating habits are real, the image of a man spiraling is often exaggerated for views. More importantly, there are no confirmed medical records, no diagnosis, no data. Zack made a serious health prediction without qualifications and without facts. And that's where commentary becomes dangerous. By framing Nico Cardo's life as a death countdown, Zack reduced complex health issues into spectacle. He didn't offer insight, he exploited concern for clicks. Zack could have explored the persona, he could have raised questions responsibly. Instead, he made a diagnosis he was never qualified to give. That's not commentary, that's misinformation. Number 5. Boogie 2988. The context Zack D.Film left out. In September 2020, Boogie 2988 was involved in a firearm incident that quickly went viral. After enduring weeks of harassment from fellow YouTuber Frank Hassel, Boogie fired a warning shot outside his home when Hassel showed up uninvited. It was a serious moment, one involving real danger, legal consequences, and months of build-up. But Zack D.Film didn't mention any of that. In his video, Zack summarized the event as Boogie pointed a loaded gun at someone and nearly went to jail. Framing Boogie as unstable and impulsive, he left out the harassment, he left out the warnings, he left out the fact that the shot wasn't aimed at anyone and that Boogie had contacted law enforcement beforehand. Zack also exaggerated the legal outcome. Boogie wasn't facing jail time, he was charged with a misdemeanor and received probation. What could have been a nuanced breakdown of fear, provocation, and legal ambiguity was reduced to clickbait. Zack's version removed context, reversed the roles, and misled his audience. And when real-world events are oversimplified like this, it doesn't just misinform, it distorts reality. And that's not commentary, that's narrative manipulation. Number 6. Trisha Paytas, the tweet Zack D.Film twisted. Trisha Paytas is known for chaos, controversy, and unpredictability, which makes her an easy target for commentary channels looking to confirm a narrative. And that's exactly what Zack D.Film did. In a video about manipulative YouTubers, Zack cited a tweet from Trisha that read, "Sometimes you just have to manipulate people to get what you want." He framed it as a bold admission, proof that Trisha was toxic and unapologetic. But there was one problem. That wasn't what the tweet meant. In the full thread, Trisha was being sarcastic. She'd written, "It's crazy how some people get ahead by lying and gaslighting. Then, sometimes you just have to manipulate people." Followed by, "Kidding, but that's the game in LA." Zack cut out the first and last tweets, stripping the sarcasm and leaving only what supported his point. It wasn't just misleading, it was intentional reframing. By removing context, Zack changed the meaning entirely. He didn't just critique Trisha, he rewrote what she said. And when a commentary creator selectively edits to make someone look worse, it stops being analysis. It becomes manipulation. The very thing Zack was trying to call out. Number 7. Jeffree Star and Kanye West. When Zack D.Film gave a TikTok hoax credibility. In early 2021, a bizarre rumor exploded online that Kanye West was secretly involved with Jeffree Star. It came from TikTok influencer Ava Louise, best known for licking a toilet seat during the coronavirus challenge. There was no evidence, no sources, just a viral hoax. But Zack D.Film treated it like it might be real. In his video, Zack included the rumor as part of a segment on shocking influencer scandals. He called it a circulating theory, suggesting it had weight, without ever explaining where it came from or that it had already been debunked. He never mentioned Ava Louise, he never mentioned the denial, and he never said the story was fake. Just days later, Jeffree Star laughed off the rumor in a video.
Someone made rumors about me and Kanye, which
Correct.
is so stupid.
Untrue?
Yeah.
Completely untrue?
Very untrue. But I guess it made sense. I live in Wyoming. I live in Hidden Hills. Okay, we both live in the same area.
Ava Louise admitted she made it up.
Now that Kim's finally doing this, I feel like I can spill the tea that I've been holding on to for months. This whole divorce comes as no surprise. Kanye's been hooking up with a very famous beauty guru. Male beauty guru. A lot of people in the scene have known for a while.
Major outlets confirmed it was entirely false. But by then, Zack's video had already reached thousands. By presenting a hoax as plausible drama, Zack didn't just report a rumor, he gave it legitimacy. And when commentary spreads lies for entertainment, it stops being commentary, it becomes misinformation. And in Zack's case, that wasn't an accident, it was the plan. Number 8. Dead channels. How Zack D.Film declared thriving creators irrelevant. In commentary circles, there's one phrase that gets thrown around too easily. They fell off. Zack D.Film has used it repeatedly, labeling creators like iDubbbz, FaZe Rug, and Morgs as dead channels or irrelevant. But when you look past thumbnails and sound bites, that narrative falls apart. Take iDubbbz. Yes, he left behind edgy content, but he didn't disappear. He launched Creator Clash, a major influencer boxing event that raised hundreds of thousands for charity and drew millions of viewers. That's not irrelevance, that's reinvention. FaZe Rug, still pulling millions of views, releasing content consistently and expanding his brand beyond YouTube. Zack ignored all of that. And Morgs, he didn't crash, he stepped back deliberately. His exit from YouTube was planned, not forced. His final uploads still reached hundreds of thousands. Zack's videos suggest these creators failed. In reality, they evolved. Declaring someone dead just because they aren't trending on commentary channels isn't insight, it's distortion. And when you ignore success just because it doesn't look like it used to, you're not reporting on careers, you're rewriting them. Number 9. Leafy is here. When Zack D.Film framed harassment enforcement as censorship. In August 2020, YouTube permanently banned Leafy is here. The reaction was split. Some saw it as overdue, others as censorship. Zack D.Film leaned into the latter. In his video, he framed Leafy's ban as YouTube silencing edgy creators, claiming he was removed for making offensive jokes. But that wasn't the truth. Leafy was banned for targeted harassment, specifically a series of videos aimed at fellow creator Pokimane. He mocked her appearance, questioned her legitimacy, and made over a dozen videos attacking her in a short span. YouTube had updated its harassment policies months earlier, explicitly banning repeated personal attacks. Leafy ignored warnings, continued the behavior, and was removed. Zack's video didn't mention any of this. No policy violations, no context, no accountability. By leaving that out, Zack didn't just misinform, he reframed enforcement as censorship. And that's dangerous, because it suggests abuse is free speech and that creators facing consequences are victims, not violators. Leafy wasn't banned for being edgy. He was banned for breaking the rules. Zack just chose not to say that. Number 10. Commentary without evidence. How Zack D.Film turned speculation into truth. Zack D.Film has a habit that runs through nearly all his videos. He presents speculation as fact, without sources, context, or evidence. Bold claims like "everyone knows," "it's been said," or "people are saying" show up often. But who's saying it? Where's the proof? Zack rarely tells you, because there isn't any. Take his claim that Dream's fanbase harassed a fanfic writer. The story was already debunked, but Zack still presented it with full confidence, no sources, and no disclaimers. That's not just careless, it's misleading. He edits, tone, and dramatic narration to do the rest, implying truth without ever proving it. And once that story is told, most viewers never question it. In commentary, facts matter. And if you're speaking to millions, research isn't optional. Zack's content may look polished, but when speculation replaces evidence, it stops being commentary. It becomes fiction. And that's exactly what he's been selling. Over these 10 segments, we've taken a closer look at Zack D.Film. Not to attack, but to highlight a pattern, from misrepresenting real mental health struggles to presenting rumors as facts. Zack's videos often choose drama over truth, and while one or two mistakes might be easy to overlook, this wasn't occasional, it was consistent. Because when a creator keeps cutting context, skipping key details, and presenting speculation as certainty, that's not just rushing, it's a choice. But this isn't just about Zack. It reflects a bigger issue in commentary, where quick takes are rewarded more than careful research, and where big reactions often replace balanced analysis. And that matters, because real people are affected, viewers are misled, and the line between honest commentary and viral fiction keeps getting blurrier. Every creator has the same choice: to slow down, get it right, and value the full story, or to chase views at any cost. Zack D.Film made his choice, but as viewers, we get to make ours too. So next time a video confidently declares someone cancelled or irrelevant, take a step back and ask, what's missing? Because in a space full of fast opinions, thinking critically is the most powerful thing you can do. Thanks for watching. Stay thoughtful, stay curious, and most of all, stay focused on the truth. After hours of deep investigation, one mystery remains unsolved. Why haven't you subscribed yet? Click that button, do it for science, history, and my caffeine addiction.